What's up, guys? West Coast Picks here, and today is going to be probably my last video on this channel. I'm not giving up Locksport or anything. I just don't have the time I used to have, and I noticed that my skill has pretty much hit a wall where I can pick everything I want to pick, and even if I don't pick something for a couple weeks or a month, I actually am still able to pick it in reasonable time. So, if I don't go a couple months without picking a lock, and then I pick up a lock and a pick, even a challenge lock or something like that, I can get it open in a reasonable time, just as quick as I normally can. So, my skill level hasn't really progressed. Well, it's got nowhere to go, I should say. The only things I can't pick are, like, I don't know, maybe like an acid twin, and I probably could if I sunk the time into it, but the thing is they're not very common locks, and it's not really worth me putting the time into. So, the only two things that I haven't picked so far would be like an acid twin and a Primus, which, if I sunk the time into it, I could probably get them, but I just don't have the time I used to have, and they're not in that much of a use anyway. So, standard locks I pretty much got down, multi-locks I got down, Medicoats I got down, disc detainer, tubular, all that stuff. It's not really a problem. So, and like I said, I don't have the time anymore, so I can't justify holding on to this stuff anymore. And actually, my life's changed in the past couple months. I need this room for something else. So, yeah, so I got all this stuff I'm going to get rid of. I'm probably going to try to sell most of it. And I'd like it to go to the community, so I would sell it very, very cheaply. All this stuff, most of it's brand new. It's only been like picked once kind of thing. And I would sell it for, half price or less to the Locksport community. And whatever doesn't sell will go on to YouTube, or go on to eBay. And, a lot of it will sell there because I'll price it cheaply as well. But for the most part, I would like most of it to go to the Locksport community. So I'm willing to sell it for really cheap. Half the regular price of what they go for online. So if you can find, you won't find one, the E18H right there. The multi-lock E18H, when you can find them, they're like $300, but I'd probably sell that to somebody in the Locksport community for like $100. The 8380, those are like $100, $150, depending on where you get them. I'd probably sell it for $50, something like that. I don't know. I'll put them up on keypicking.com, and I'll let people pick through them, give me offers, and whatever goes, and whatever doesn't will go on to eBay, or maybe locally in Craigslist or something like that, or maybe I'll get a hold of a locksmith and see if he wants to buy a collection. I'm going to be keeping some of them. Some of them were gifts to me from other people, which I'm going to be keeping, but other ones, most of the ones that I bought will be going on sale. Obviously, I'm going to be keeping my custom pick collection made to me by other people. Yeah, like I said, I'm not actually stopping. I just don't have the time I used to have, and the lock lab is not going to be a lock lab anymore. So that being said, I have in my possession a surplus of key cutters. I have 3 key cutters. I have the Ilco I normally use, and I have this big monster, and then I have the 027A Ilco. I'm going to be keeping my normal Ilco, the bigger one. That's the one I'm going to keep and use. These other 2 I've got to get rid of. I can't justify keeping 3 key cutters. So this one, a few videos back, you can see me doing a review on it and a setup and stuff like that, and showing how it works and stuff like that. This one here, the rule for both of these actually is they are going to be essentially free, but this one here is 110 or 120 volt, whatever you want to call it, typical North American style plug. This one, I'd like to see it go to the both of these have to go to somebody who has a channel and somebody in the Locksport who has a channel is going to appreciate them and use them. But I'd like to see this go to someone in the US or Canada, obviously. And all you have to do is pay the shipping. You pay the shipping on this thing. If you're in Canada, the shipping on this thing is probably going to be pretty cheap, probably like $20 or something like that. If you're in the U.S., I don't know how much. It doesn't weigh that much, so maybe 50 or something like that. If you're in the U.S., I have no idea. We'll work it out. But you pay the shipping, and that's yours. And same deal with this guy, but this is a 220 or 240 volt. 50 hertz. You can get it going in Canada or the US. You just have to run it off your 240 volt system. And I have run it off my breaker here on a 240 volt. And it works good. But it'd be nice to see it go across the pond, because that's really where it's supposed to be used. It's got the light and switch here. It's got a voltmeter. It's got an inch of dust on it. Got your eye guard, and it does brand new cutters too. Very, very sharp brand new cutters. It does regular keys, and it also does your warded keys. So that's a bonus there. But you have to pay the shipping on this thing too, and it is big heavy beast. This is cast iron. The whole thing is cast iron casing and stuff like that. I'm not kidding. This thing probably weighs like 50 pounds or maybe even a bit more. So I'm not sure what the shipping cost would be on this, but whatever it is, you're not paying for the machine. You're only paying for the shipping costs. So essentially it's free. You just pay for the shipping, and I will send it out to you. Like I said, I'd like to see it go overseas, because that's where it's supposed to go. But if nobody's willing to pay the shipping price overseas, then I'll let it go to somewhere in North America or whatever. Whoever's willing to pay the shipping, really. But again, you have to have a Locksport channel. So, that being said, these two are essentially being given away for free. You just got to pay the shipping, and you have to have a Locksport channel. And if you do take them, whoever gets the key cutters, I'll throw in a surplus of blank keys too. I'll keeping a few for myself, obviously, because I still have a key cutter, but I have way more than I'll ever use, so I'll throw some of those in there. So that's about it, guys. Like I said, I'm not quitting Locksport. I'm just not going to be making videos anymore, and if I do make the odd video, it's going to be some weird obscure thing. If I do, I just don't have the time anymore. Anyway, it's been real fun, guys. I just thought I'd, make this video as kind of my last video for the channel, last goodbye. I'm still watching all your guys' videos. I don't comment a lot because I don't really have the time. I usually, if I watch videos, I watch them on my lunch break through my phone, so I just generally don't log in and comment. Anyway, it's been a real fun ride, guys. Anybody also looking for challenge locks and stuff like that? Anybody with a Locksport channel looking for challenge locks? I've got a bunch of challenge locks sitting here that I need to send out to other people just to get them back into circulation. I've been holding them for too long and doing nothing with them. And, we all know what it's like to have our locks just sitting around and not actually moving. So, it's been real, guys. It's been lots of fun. And, like I said, not quitting, just putting it aside for now. I still pick locks every now and then. But like I said, I've hit a wall when I haven't picked a lock in a month, and I pick up a lock and a pick and I open it in just as quick a time as I normally do, then I know that my skill is where I need it to be. I've met my goals and I'm done. So anyway, I hope me getting out of this and cleaning out this room here can be a benefit to a lot of you guys. If you see any of these locks that you like and you're willing to make me an offer, you'll have to pay shipping on whatever, but make me an offer for any of these locks and we'll talk about it. We'll do a deal. You know, I'll take PayPal or whatever. And also the key cutters. Anybody interested in any of the key cutters here? These two, got to have a channel, got to pay the shipping. They both work great. One is really, really heavy, and I'd like to see go overseas because it's a 220 volt, 50 hertz. It'll work here on 240 and 60 hertz, but it'd still be nice to see it go overseas. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. And this one is, you know, a good little faithful. It works pretty good. You can see my video on it, and you know, it's not bad at all. So anyway, guys, later.